So you want to lose fat, or maybe pack on a bit of muscle. Either way, it's going to come down to calories and calories only. If you're not tracking your calories or using quantifiable measures, you're simply not going to reach your goals as quickly and be stuck in this forever loop of guessing, which you don't want. So let's get started into this step-by-step easy and accurate way of finding out your personal calories, whatever your goals are. Step 1. Grab your phone and download MyFitnessPal. It's a completely free app. You don't need the premium at all. I've been using this without any problems for the past 3.5 years. Once you download the app, they'll ask you for your age, height, weight, and activity levels. And based on those numbers that you type in, they'll give you an estimation of your maintenance calories or your TDEE, also known as the total daily energy expenditure. They'll ask if you would like to lose weight or gain weight and how fast you want to lose or gain that weight, and generate a calorie goal of how much you should eat per day based on your goals. However, it should be noted that you don't ever want to lose weight that fast due to several reasons. One being that the diet will not likely be one that you can adhere to for long before you rebound and start binge eating. Two being that your body has adaptive components and will sense that you suddenly cut a lot of calories, hence disrupt and lower your metabolism and may lower your general energy expenditure, which means you need an even bigger deficit in the future to lose that weight. One of the factors that make up the TDEE is your NEAT, which is the non-exercise activity thermogenesis, which includes walking, moving around, fidgeting, etc. And once you cut a lot of calories, your body's going to lower that because of adaptive thermogenesis, and you don't want that to happen. Therefore, the general recommendation from the current scientific literature, including the article by Koliaki et al., defining the optimal dietary approach for safe, effective, and sustainable weight loss in overweight and obese adults, is one that involves slow and steady changes. A good number to aim for would be 1% of your current body weight per week, so if you're a 200-pound individual, aiming to lose around 2 pounds per week on average is a great start. If you're too lazy to download the app, an alternative for this would be going onto Google and search up TDEE calculator. Same thing, just input your age, weight, height, and activity levels, and they'll give you an estimation of what your maintenance calories or TDEE is going to be. Step 2. Now that you have your estimated TDEE, it's time to make it personalized and to see if this estimated number is accurate for you. This may seem tedious at first, but I swear it only takes a week's time to figure this out very accurately if you do this right. You want to weigh yourself on an empty stomach every single morning after you take a dump and note it down somewhere, maybe in a journal or your laptop, for 7 days. The reason for weighing yourself every single morning after taking a dump is that you want to have a consistent timing of measurement, and despite possible factors that may influence your weight, maybe have weight spikes or dips, it can be because you have a huge meal on the night beforehand or due to water retention like fiber, carbohydrate, and sodium intake. In the end of these 7 days, you'll be able to see what your average weight is and see if anything has changed. For example, if you're weighing 150 pounds on day 1, and by the end of these 7 days, given that you've been eating at the correct amount of calories, you still weigh 150 pounds on average after these 7 days. So that means your calculated and estimated TDEE is in fact correct, and there you go, there you have your maintenance calories. Here's a quick example. Let's say your estimated TDEE is 2,500 calories, and you've been eating at 2,500 calories on point and accurately every single day within these 7 days. You weigh yourself every single morning and may have slight fluctuations in weight, which happens all the time. By the end of these 7 days, you add up your weight and calculate the average of that, and you see that your weight has barely changed. In that case, your estimated TDEE is 2,500 calories, give or take. If you've lost weight, then your real TDEE is probably higher, and maybe you should try eating at 2,700 calories and try that out for a week and see what happens. If you gained weight, then doing the exact opposite and eat at 2,300 calories and see if you maintain your weight. This is all very self-explanatory. 7 days to test out your maintenance calories is the bare minimum. For maximal and accurate results, I'd suggest tracking all of this strictly for 14 days up. It is really not that hard to do these extra steps. I mean, you're only taking 1 minute of your time every morning and maximum 3 minutes to track your food before every single meal. That's pretty easy if you ask me. On to the final step, you just have to make sure you input the right stats in your calorie diary for your meals. Simply click on diary on the tab beside the home button and click on add food for your respective meals. I cannot stress enough on how important it is to track your calories accurately, including the amount of sauces and oil used to make your meals, which is why it is recommended to always weigh out your food with a food scale and make your own meals instead of eating out, so that you know exactly how much food you're actually eating. It is very common for people to overestimate the calories, maybe even up to 1,000 calories by the end of the day, by simply neglecting the oil and sauce used in the pasta, and they eventually rack up so that every meal actually has a ton of calories. So search for food tabs that allow you to track how many grams the food is instead of using vague units of measurement such as a tablespoon, as we all know how big of a tablespoon of peanut butter we can put on our PB&J toast and simply turn a blind eye on and say that it's just one serving. You can find foods that are very common and popular in chain stores like a Big Mac or a Krispy Kreme glazed donut, so it's very simple to track your meals, and just make sure you do this while weighing yourself every single day. Follow all of these steps and I guarantee you'll be able to find your very own accurate maintenance calories by the end of the day. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like so more people can see this, and wish you guys the best of luck in achieving your fitness goals. Peace.